Good morning, my dear subscribers. You're welcome to Sunlight Grant channel, where we give you the latest of the UAAG disbursement funding. In case you're new on my channel, please don't forget to click on the notification bell and like, subscribe. In case we drop new videos, you'll be highly updated. Thank you.
Design, we know that great things comes in smaller packages. No matter how much we have waited, it's a small thing before the Lord. When God is said to uplift us, He will begin to move things to our favor. And I believe that this is the month of movement, a month of pivotal change, where God is said to lift us to the zenith and crest of our possible lives. We are in a countdown, and as we stand on the precipice of what promises to be a groundbreaking moment in the financial liberation of many at a time like this, it is crucial that we keep our focus not wavering, that we keep our conviction unshaken, as this disbursement that we are all in expectation from the Sanctuary Wealth Multipurpose Foundation, in collaboration with the global financial institution like the IMF. It is no longer a matter of speculation, but of patient expectation. God has used some factors and some bodies for us to see that when God is set to help you, it begins to movement to your favor. I'm being honest with you. It would appear like, where are those people all along? Where are those hands? Where are those forces? But they were there. It's just that they've not been activated, that's all. But when God is set to help us, He begins to move the activators. They come on the line and they do things selflessly without any string attached. The structured timeline, carefully aligned with economic realities at a time like this, they are placing two critical dates before us, the 10th and the 17th. You get that? The 10th of March 2025 is standing as the primary window. Yet, prudence dictates that should logistical factors such as salary payment schedules interfere, the 17th remains a strong fallback date, as confirmed by credible sources. Now, these dates that were factored out, they are not arbitrary. No, they are the product of meticulous planning, strategic coordination, and the assurances of due processes. Now, we've talked about, possibly you've been following us on this channel at different times. We've brought out some of these speculations that has to do with the salary week. And I know that some government body are yet to receive their salary even as of now. So if it falls down to 10th or 12 or thereabout, based on these speculations, 17th is a major focus, that because the allocators, the disseminators, doesn't want any interference according to information source. No interference or excuses of whatever magnitude it was that is going to interfere with the payment of the grant. So these two dates were not arbitrary dates. They were just the result or product of meticulous planning and strategic coordination to ensure that all assurances follows the due process and no excuse comes up in the same vein. Now, for the pioneers, the government allotted beneficiaries, and all those who have remained steadfast in this journey. This is not a time to waver. No, 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 no. The counting of days is no longer abstract. The counting of days is no longer abstract. It is a tangible reality unfolding right now before us. And it is easy to allow doubt to creep in, especially after an extended waiting period. It is easy to allow doubt to creep in, especially because of the shifting of timelines and the noise of skepticism from those who do not understand the magnitude of what is at stake. But let this be clear, that doubt, you see that thing called doubt, it is the enemy of those who are on the verge of receiving something great. Doubt is a canker. Doubt is cancerous. You can plant something in faith and root it out in doubt the same minute. Do you see how delicate that could be? Your faith can plant something for you, but your doubt will root it out almost immediately. And I can say this in all honesty, that what you say is superior to what you pray. We are meant to pray. We are meant to commit things to God. Even these that we talk about, we are meant to commit it to God. The grant disbursement process, all of the paraphernalia that surrounds it, the IMF, the county director, Apostle Professor Ken, and other paraphernalia that surrounding this, we are meant to commit them to God in prayers. It is our duty. If we can't be on the inside, we can be on the outside, trying to manipulate things on the inside by our prayers, trying to make those on the inside to work according to our favor. And I think it's okay. You understand? But you see, you could be a prayer warrior 1 minute and be a prayer destroyer the second minute. Why? Because the moment you get out from your knees in prayers, then you begin to say, did God even answer this prayer? To be honest with you, don't you know, I think I've waited. This prayer I just prayed, I've waited for the past 7 years. The prayer that couldn't be answered for the past 7 years, is it just this week is going to be answered? Now, you have planted something in prayers, but as you get up from the prayer line, you begin to root the same thing out. So what you say is superior to what you pray. After you finish praying, if your words after then begins to speak about your prayer line, you get nothing. You get nothing, that's all. It's not an enemy from the village. It's not someone from your father's land or ancestral lands. It is just you that is the problem. You need to pray against you. That is actually the canker here. So don't be the prayer warrior and be the prayer destroyer at the same time. When you have faith, it's like the grain of mustard seed. If you could see that thing, that seed is so small that it cannot be hybridized. There are seeds, I know there are seeds that have been hybridized. Corn has been hybridized. Maize corn, yes. Beans, soya bean, sorghum, legumes of different kinds, they have been hybridized at different times. Not this thing, this little seed called mustard. You could see mustard very great after it has grown, but you could see the seed. The seed is so small that it can't be hybridized. That is exactly why that was typified. Your faith was typified with a mustard, that if your faith is as small as a mustard seed, it will reach its destination because it cannot be hybridized. If it's a thorough faith, doubt can't change it. Alright, that's just by the way, alright? But I want you to see, have faith in God. He never fails. He cares for you. He knows that you're waiting for a grant. Did you just notice that? That God knows you are waiting, or you had waited for a grant which is yet to be paid up till now. He knows. He cares. He knows your cry. He knows when you pray. He knows when you doubted. He knew when you said, oh God, I'm at my wit. He could hear every cry within the Grant ecosystem. Be one of such that when you pray, leave the thing to the hands of God. As long as it is the will of God, it would come to pass. This initiative has not been built on mere promises. No. It is backed by the very pillars of structured economic empowerment. And I want you to know that the Sanctuary Wealth Multipurpose Foundation, under the guidance of Apostle Ken Wakama, has been a hope for us. It has been a hope working within this regulatory framework to ensure that every intended recipient receives their due. Very important. And the further involvement of the IMF and other financial overseers is also another proof of legitimacy of this process for us. So this is not a fleeting dream, not at all, but a financial reality that is about to manifest before you. Understand this. Beg your pardon, right? This is Prince's channel. In case you're new to our channel, we deal with this. We deal with cryptocurrencies. We deal with grant. We deal with other financial stuff. This is a platform of many contents. I just want you to know that, so that you don't get offended when you see us post other content here that is not about grant. It's just a platform that houses a lot of content. So one man's food is another man's poison. In case you jam a particular content that does not relate to what you had been expecting, don't pick offense. Just jump and pass. Walk away from it. That is another person's invitation, so that we can all as a family get the financial freedom that we want right from this channel. I want you to understand this, that great moves are often met with resistances. Yes, but delays are never deniers. They are never deniers. They are simply the mechanisms of ensuring us, I beg your pardon, just having a cozy voice this afternoon. There is heat at the same time there's cold. So delays are not deniers. They are simply the mechanism of ensuring a secure and indisputable distribution for all at a time like this. The complexities of economic disbursement at such a grand scale require patience. It requires wisdom and requires your resilience. So those who hold their ground in these financial moments definitely are going to reap the rewards of their endurances. It's not a time to waver. It's not a time to feel nonplussed. So as we approach this pivotal date, let your hearts remain unshaken. That moment that we have long awaited is upon us. We're not merely hoping now, this time around, we're anticipating. We're not merely watching, we're also preparing as we pray along. That structure is in place. That coordination is ongoing. And soon, very soon, very, very soon, what has been declared will be fulfilled. Let the doubter speak on. Let the doubter speak on. You know, we're at the verge where the doubters, the skeptics can begin to alter words based on what they say they have been saying. They say, well, didn't we talk about it? Didn't we talk about it? That those dates will come and pass, and they will still give us the same stories and still say the same thing. And, you know, those voices are common and normal. Even if a fox perch on the walls, it will collapse. Did you?